Hello dear friends in Choueifat school. This is Wael Bashuri, math and physics teacher. In this video I'm going to solve science quiz grade 8 week 6 AMS. So let's directly start solving first question. A firefighter of mass m equal 80 kilograms climbs up a vertical ladder. Assume the gravitational acceleration g is 10 meters per second squared. Fill in the blank. For the firefighter to climb a ladder with uniform speed, his muscle should produce a force of how many newtons? That's the question. We know that W is equal to mg. So W is the weight of the firefighter. We multiply his mass, which is 80, times 10, which is gravitational acceleration. We get 800 newtons. So that is question number 1. And question number 2 now. What is the kinetic energy of a body directly proportional to? Now, kinetic energy, you have to memorize the formula. Kinetic energy is equal to half mv squared. Through looking at the formula, you can easily notice that kinetic energy is directly proportional to mass and directly proportional to the square of speed. So here you have to choose the proportional to the square of the speed here, and then the mass of the body. Question number 3. Which of the following are units of energy? Select all, apply. Units of energy, we know that it is joule, and joule is equal to Newton meter as well. Question number 4. A girl throw a ball of mass 100 kilogram vertically upwards into the air. The highest point that the ball reached was 5 meters above the level where it started. Take G to be 9.8 Newton per kilogram. What's the change in potential energy of the ball? Now, potential energy change is equal to mgh. So you have to multiply the mass of the ball, which is 100 gram, but be careful, it must be in kilogram, so divide by 1000, times 10, that's the gravitational acceleration. Here it's given to us as 9.8, so let's write it 9.8 times the height, which is 5 meters. So you multiply these and then you choose the option. Question number 5. A boy pushes against a stationary wall for 10 seconds with a force of 50 newtons. How much energy does he transfer? Okay, he's pushing against a stationary wall. Since the wall does not move, so energy transfer to the wall will be 0 joule. Question number 6. The work done by a boy A on another boy B is the measure of energy transferred. So work is equal to energy transferred. Question number 7. Drag and drop the equation that represents mathematical model for work. We know that work is equal to force times distance or force times displacement. So that's the option you have to choose. Question 8. Circle the unit that represents work. What represents work is the joule. That's the unit of work. Number 9. Now, a body of mass 2 kilograms is lifted to a height 2 meters. The work done on the body is what joule? So the work is equal to force times distance, or its work is equal to mgh. So now, according to the given information, you have to choose what is available here. So you can easily notice that you have the mass 2 kilogram, gravitational acceleration is given to you as 10, and the height is 2. So the answer will be 40 joule. Question number 10. Energy can never be created nor destroyed, but can only be transferred and transformed. This is principle of conservation of energy. So you have to use conservation of energy. Question 11. Drag and drop the equation that presents the gravitational potential energy. As we said before, mgh. Question number 12. A man lifts a mass of 2 kg through a height of 0.5 meters. Changing gravitational potential energy of the mass, what is it? So here, potential energy is equal to mgh. So potential energy is equal to mass, which is 2, times g, gravitational acceleration, which is here 10. The height is 0.5 meters. So if you multiply these, you get 10. So the answer will be 10 joule. Number 13. A girl mass 40 kilogram runs with a speed 4 meters per second. Her kinetic energy is what? Now kinetic energy is equal to half mv squared. Half times the mass is 40, velocity is 4 squared. Then you multiply these, you get the answer. Number 14. A crane lifts a concrete block of mass 150 kg through a height 5, as shown. Take g 10 meters per second squared. What is the work done by the crane? Work done is equal to energy transferred, and this is mgh. So here you have to use work is equal mgh. Mass is 150, the height is 5, and g is 10. So multiply these and get the answer. Question 15. When two bodies interact with energy transfer, the energy, you have to choose here lost or gained by one equal the energy gained by the other. So here lost, energy lost by one is gained by the other. In fact, energy can or can never be created, can never be created or destroyed, but it can only be transformed and transferred. This is principle known as principle of conservation of energy. Number 16. A donkey exerts a constant force 600 newtons on a cart and moves for a distance 50. Choose the correct answer to complete the sentence below. The work done by the donkey on the cart is. So here you have to do work is equal to force times distance. The force is 600 newtons and the distance is 50. And then when you multiply, you get 30,000. 30,000, this is 3 times 10 to the power of 4. So here you have to choose 3 times 10 to the power of 4 joules. The energy lost by the donkey to the cart is, and the energy gained by the cart from the donkey is. So here the same and here the same. So energy work done is equal to energy transferred, and energy lost equal energy gained. This is the principle of conservation of energy. Now, number 17. Knowing that m is the mass of an object, v is the speed, ke half mv squared is the mathematical model for the amount of here kinetic energy in the object. Number 18, last one. A boy pushed 3 kilogram block of wood on a rough horizontal table with horizontal force 10 newtons for a distance 1 meter. At the end of the push, the velocity of the block was 2 meters per second. The energy the boy lost to the block is, energy is work done. So here you have to multiply force times distance. Now the force is 10 newtons. So work is equal to 10 newtons times the distance, which is 1. So this will be 10 joules. So here you have to choose 10 joules. Force times distance, so 10 times 1. The energy the boy lost to the block is 10 joule, and the work done is also 10 joule. The kinetic energy gained by the block is, now kinetic energy is equal to half mv squared, which means half times 1 times the velocity squared. Velocity here is 2, So 2 squared. So that will be 2. So kinetic energy must be 2. Half times 1 times 2 squared is 2. 2 joule. So here we have to choose this option. Here you have. Here let's repeat this one. We made a mistake. Kinetic energy half mv squared. Kinetic energy half times m, which is 3, times v squared, which is 2 squared. So this is 1.5 times 4, which is 6. So you have to choose 6. Okay. So here you have to choose 6. Now the energy lost to heat because of this friction, the total energy is 10 and the kinetic energy is 6. So here you have to do 10 minus 6 equal 4. So here you choose 4. The magnitude of friction force acting on the block is, for this to have to choose, I have to know the distance traveled. Distance traveled is 1 meter. So here we want to find friction. Work is equal to force times distance. The work, as we said, by friction is 6 equal to force. We don't know it because now we know that we want the friction times distance, which is 1. So now we have to choose 6. So here you have to choose. So again, let's repeat this about friction. Work done by friction is equal to force of friction times distance. Work done by friction here, we said 4. So 4 equal force, we don't know it, times distance 1. This means here you have to choose 4 newtons. Now N 4 newtons, and direction is opposite the direction of the force applied. Always friction is opposite to force applied. So here you have to choose 4 and here opposite to the direction.